think this is your time?
What's up, everybody? PJ Braun here, president of Blackstone Labs, with a crying weasel in the background.
Weasel's in trouble, so she's crying because she's locked behind that door.
She's crying. Usually, she sits like right around here in the videos, but Jack is all by himself today. Jack,
Look at him. He's like acting.
Oh, Jack.
She feels bad for Reese.
Don't feel bad for Reese.
She's sad.
very bad. Don't feel bad for her. And this is Tommy, who was in the very original Beauty and Braun video. He's getting a little bigger. He's growing.
He's getting thick. He's getting wider.
His sisters upstairs are very thick. So, today was another crazy day, and we should mention that Eric is still in the hospital, and no one would have ever imagined it would take this long. We are like so worried about him, but he is doing better.
He's not in ICU anymore. He's doing physical therapy. He's getting there. He's getting better. So.
He is very frustrated, and we miss him and love him. And again, Mike is stepping in. He's doing a very good job. This is part of the reason why we abandoned the 2 video schedule, and we've been doing 1 to not upset the flow of everything too much, but Mike's been doing an awesome job. And there's tons of content, so I started out the day, today I started out the day, 10 o'clock, I had a meeting at my lawyer, Jonathan Bloom's office. Some of you will be familiar with him from other videos in the past.
He's a true character.
He is amazing. He should have a show himself, so you'll get to see him. He just got back from climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, so we have become very, very good friends with him. He is one of my best buds, and I guess when you're involved in legal stuff as much as we are, you need to be friends with your lawyer. He helps us quite a bit.
Yes.
I didn't know that you were an adventurer.
Yeah, this was a very strange move for you. You seem like a very risk-adverse man.
I'm a controlled risk person. What I mean by that is, you know, I told you I do extreme snowmobiling every year.
That's
I jumped
kind of
out of an
surprising.
airplane. I ride my motor, but all within control. I did Peru last year. I hiked up, you know, I did Machu Picchu, but I like different things that are.
How do you do a controlled climb of a mountain?
Because it's not like, let's say, it's not. These are. It's not like mountain climbing. They're hikes, okay? And so the worst case scenario is you get sick and you have to go. You don't make it. And you come back down.
So you don't fall off the mountain.
You're not falling off the mountain. You're not dying. Last year when I came back from Peru, I got a very bad virus for 2 days. I was in bed, and I mean very bad. But it was at home. The worst part is if you have it when you're there.
Oh yeah.
You'd want to kill yourself because you are close to 20,000 feet. You're at like 19,500 feet. You're done. Everything's dirty. Everything smells. But I'll give you that like in a. So look at this. Look at this.
It is day 6, summit day. It's 5:30. We got up about 4:30. Fully bundled beyond ridiculous. Pitch black outside. That's how it is outside. Okay, got my lighting crew here. Everything's frozen. It was snowing yesterday, but it was very warm in the tent. We all went to bed early, so tonight it's about a 10-hour round trip, about 7 hours to get to the summit, 3.5 hours down. So we're back probably around 4 o'clock back at the tent. Last night in this tent, cannot friggin' wait, and we're gonna be in a hotel tonight. Oh no, tomorrow night. Wishful thinking. Today's gonna be a good day.
Does your wife think you're crazy for this?
No,
Phone worked up there in the middle of nowhere?
No, it didn't. There was no cell. I just did it for.
You saved it
recording.
and sent it later.
But like Tara's like, it's a very emotional. Like, I'll give an example.
Did Nell think you're crazy for doing this?
Oh, she
knows
I
you're already
work
crazy.
very hard.
She knows you're already crazy.
She probably but she
Who else was doing this with you?
I went my cousin and my friend's wife, who's a friend of mine, and she's cool. She's like, if this is what you want to do, this is what you need. I don't go out gamble. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. She's like, this is what you want to do. She goes, I'm not going. You literally shit in a bucket.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, literally, there's no. The drinking water is no bottled water. You have to drink river or stream water, which they boil. So that's like day 3. Everything smells. Mm-hmm. There's no shower for 9 days.
Wow.
There's no communication at all for 11 days with your family. Physically, it was not an issue because physically, I'm capable of handling it. Mentally, it was hard. Like, you're not turning back, so it's a given. You're definitely going.
Yeah.
But when you get into your tent at night, like you eat and the food, and it's like the Africans there are like filthy, So like if you think you're dirty, you can imagine what's feeding you. It's like nasty, okay?
Yeah.
So they're cooking your food, but you get over that real quick. And then you, like at 8 o'clock at night, everything's pitch black, freezing. So when you go from the tent that you eat in to run to your tent, which might be, let's say, 6 feet away, you're like, screw it, I'm not brushing my teeth. You don't care. You brush teeth in the morning. The tent, the sleeping bag's very, very, very warm. So that part, but outside you're cold. But like I'll show you, like see, like here's the glaciers at top. I don't know if you could see the glaciers.
It's amazing.
You know, and then I'll show you, like here's another day.
Here we are, last day, heading down, leaving camp.
Okay, that's nothing. I'll show you.
God,
Like,
man,
I'll show you. So like, you know, when you get to the top, it's very, very. It's an amazing accomplishment. You know, because it's a long thing. So like, here is. They were like crying on top. I got like a little emotional at one point. I'll show you. Like here, here's 19,000 feet.
Here we are, the very top, hon. Did it. Not easy. But I did it. Freaking awesome, huh?
You know, it gets very brutal. You know
How tiring is it with the lack of oxygen up there?
you know, even though I train with like this oxygen mask down here, it's
You wore the little mask thing?
yeah, I wore a mask. I was training for like months with that and running. It's hard. You know, the breathing is hard. You do it, but you just have to you breathe in heavier and you have to stop. So I mean, you do it. There's no one that anyone can do it. It's a question of your determination. It wasn't like, you know, you're gonna die. It wasn't like, you know, it's a mental thing. Can you survive 9 days in a tent? Can you deal with the cold? Can you deal with the...
On the way out of Jonathan Bloom's office, I once again ran into an issue with the law, and I got a ticket. Another one.
I need to get off this thing.
Fucking another one.
No surprise there.
Yeah, my cars are fast.
Thank God he didn't get arrested for anything that we didn't know about, which happens a lot.
I truly have bad luck. I really do.
And he doesn't get arrested a lot, but things pop up that we don't know about, like traffic tickets that we don't take care of and stuff like that.
I need to make friends with the police and like get one of those cards.
You've tried though. You've given supplements to
I
stuff.
have given them lots of free supplements.
That hasn't worked yet.
Oh, something hilarious happened. I didn't even tell you this. We'll just tell a quick story of the video. So I'm at the light right here with Mike. We're done with the day. We just got done working out, and I see this cop car coming in. I'm like, no, because they come and get me every time, right? And he pulls up next to me and he goes like this for us to roll down the window.
Yeah.
And so we roll down the window, and he goes, "Is that the Celeste that Rob put the supercharger in?"
No way.
And I go, "Yes, it is." And he goes, "How do you like it?" And I said, "I love it. It's amazing." And he goes, "Awesome."
Is he friends with Rob?
And I said, "Man, it's really nice to see you like appreciating this and not pulling me over like all the rest of you guys." And he goes, "Oh, as soon as you pull up through the light, I'm gonna pull you over then." And like we kind of like laughed. And then I actually did kind of drive a little bit fast just to like be funny, but then I slowed down, and you know, he let me go. So
That's
thank
funny.
you to that guy. Very
Yes.
nice.
While all of these things were happening, he was texting me. I was having a conversation with Matt Rossi about Google AdWords because we're trying out some new marketing for social bodies. We already do it for Blackstone and the other companies. So Matt Rossi is trying to figure out the best way to utilize Google AdWords. So we were brainstorming different terms and stuff and trying to figure out the target audiences.
The people that you market to and what words you associate with your product and which ones you don't. And then what other types of things do you want? That like I'll offer you suggestions and you see if that fits your product and what you want to market it as.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. I'm obviously when I'm by myself, I'm gonna branch off of these to find associated keywords. Mm-hmm. But basically these are just like broad ideas that I want to associate your ads with. Okay. Leggings is obviously, that's what they are. People searching for the material Lycra. People would want to find. I kind of want to go over the colors just because I can market some of the series and stuff. Just people looking for watermelon color leggings,
Okay.
stuff like that. Would you describe any of your colors as neon?
Yeah. So when we first came out with when we started working with the new manufacturer,
Yeah.
the low rise, I think we released 5 colors and they were like all neons. Some of them did good, some of them didn't. Like they were the orange, which we are discontinuing because like it
Okay.
did not sell well. Lime we kept,
Okay.
and then we kind of just
And then the watermelon you would describe also, right? As
we were
neon?
using watermelon and this blue as like a neon.
Oh, that's the royal blue?
Yeah, but it's not really a neon color. We were just kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like
just really bright.
put them out there as like neons because like
Okay.
really the only neon color was the orange and the and the lime is the one that's stuck, and the other ones are just kind of
Okay.
colors.
What about marketing them associated with your name at all? Are you okay with that? What about your WWE name?
That's huge. Because I know a lot of people, not a lot, like a lot of WWE fans
Yeah.
still call me Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're doing like a Google search and they're like, they know that I have a brand and they know that I have a apparel line, they'll search Caitlin,
Yeah.
you know, clothing or leggings or whatever. So that's smart.
Alright, so I'm going to list a couple of variants on what these things would be called. I want to see if you feel these fit that. Activewear.
Yes, absolutely.
Sportswear.
Yes.
Tights.
Yes.
Okay.
I would even go as far as like yoga pants.
Yoga pants?
Yeah. And during this talk, PJ's texting me about getting pulled over, and I'm like, oh, please don't get arrested for some random warrant. Also, this nail's broken, so just try not. I'm gonna move my hands fast so you can't see it. PJ just got pulled over.
Really? Oh my god.
I hope he doesn't have any warrants or anything out. He shouldn't.
So I came in, and although I missed the Google AdWords talk, I have been heavily involved with Google AdWords lately because it was one of the missing links to our marketing that we didn't get into enough. And I'm a humongous advocate of SEO and specifically Google AdWords stuff. So we really excited. We signed these Brazilian girls and thought we were bringing all our products into Brazil, but it looks like we're not yet getting in there, and so we're frustrated about that.
Brazil's hard.
Very hard.
Also, too, Rodrigo said, no good.
No good?
Yeah, I'll read it to you.
Oh well, tell me to eat a dick then. Give me a break.
Yeah,
We're not leaving shit
I,
on that, you know.
I didn't even respond, but I'll tell you what his response was.
Told me said, fuck Brazil. Not to ever talk about Jay Cutler ever again. I'll get hit for that next time he comes here. You guys probably have seen now that Aaron and myself posted some pictures. We're doing a before and after with the new product, the Chosen One, that we're both really excited about from Blackstone Labs. And that before and after talk started getting us talking about famous before and afters. And there is a truly famous before picture of Jose Raymond that I love. And I wish that he looked like this still. But he had very long hair, and we were searching, you'll see it, this footage. I actually sent a video message to Jose so he could send us the footage, which he did.
I don't normally do selfies, so I'm looking at in the mirror, taking and I'm like trying to adjust myself fat and stuff, and I was taking pictures of me as fat as possible, and I was like, these look so bad. I'm embarrassed. So
that's what I think they're supposed to look bad.
I know I was supposed to look bad.
There is a picture.
You look good at yours.
There is a picture of that. I want
already. It's like 5%.
I thought it was bad.
The only thing that looked bad was your hair was bad. That was it.
There's a picture of Jose Raymond.
Oh, he was.
I want you to edit this in from a Muscle Tech before and after. That he looked so
with the long hair,
hilariously bad. He had real long hair, and it was like it must have been after like Thanksgiving or something. He was holding a lot of water, and they made him stand real fat.
Just Google Jose Raymond fat.
Jose, so you see here we have all these pictures of you. And the reason that we're looking at these pictures of you is because we told a story about this famous before and after ad where there was a period of time that you had long hair and that you did this before picture where you were fat, and it was like the most famous before picture of all time. And we cannot find the picture anywhere. I know you know the picture that I'm talking about, and if you could please, because this is for the reality show, if you could please provide us that picture, it would really mean a lot to us. We love you very much.
This is what we're doing with our day.
Look, we're sitting here going through Jose Raymond pictures. We're searching through Jose Raymond bodybuilder. We already searched Jose Raymond fat. Good.
I think that was plenty.
He was a good sport about it. It's an amazing picture.
We love Jose, and more exciting athlete news.
Much to my surprise, I got a very pleasant gift opening up my Instagram this morning. I found out, I was actually late, because sometimes I don't see the stuff I'm tagged in, but Sarah Piana, the queen of the 5%ers, Rich Piana's wife, bought some booty scrunch, and she posted them. So I thought that was awesome. She looked really good. Guess fucking what? Sarah Piana ordered.
Oh, he already knows, and I've already posted it. I've already posted it.
I sent her some extra stuff. I was like, I texted him. I was like, is this the Sarah Piana?
You wrote that to her?
I was like, prove this is you.
Have you heard anything from her yet?
I said, hey, no. I said,
How
hey.
hilarious is this picture?
Pixar didn't happen.
Standing in the fucking hills.
That's amazing. I was like, hey, Sarah, thanks for ordering. I threw in some extra stuff for you. And then I just signed my name. But I mean, I didn't really expect for her to reach out to me.
Always on the
She did
e-board.
post
This is
in
what I
them,
do for
which was
work.
Nice.
Part of the big deal behind this is that I did this joke with the jugs. I made a less than 1% jug, and it was a total joke. It was an expensive joke. But the key was to get Rich Piana to notice. And it was like a marketing move that we thought was funny. And we were hoping that he would be flattered by it, but instead he was very angry. And it started this like one-day war with the 5%ers. We weren't warring back at all.
We were loving it.
Yeah, we thought it was great, and 5%ers wanted to kill us. Well, now their queen is posting in my pants, which I thought was just fantastic. When I reposted the picture, and I didn't even say like Celeste pants, I was like, Rich Piana's wife is wearing my pants. So it was hilarious, but it's all good fun.
She looked really good.
She did.
So
She
we
looked
love
good.
you, Sarah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that.
If you want more stuff, just reach out.
There you go. One day you may get some for free. So we didn't set that up. So then we have a hometown guy, Eric, who stops by the office quite a bit, and he goes to FAU. He is like an honorary rep, I suppose, and he was talking about how he had this plan for his friend Eliana Lalargos to come in, and they wanted to do some demos with the FAU students, right? So he brings her in, we meet her, and we find out that she was the 2012 Miss Teen USA. And,
How amazing.
I did Miss Teen America.
Were you
I was
representing a state? Or how
Florida. So back in 2012, I became Miss Florida Teen.
Awesome.
And then in the spring, I competed with all 50 states at nationals, which was in Dixon, Tennessee. Flew there, and I'm not a pageant girl, so I'm just doing me, being me, and representing myself the best way I know how. I kid you not, Florida walked out with 5 awards, besides me being crowned Miss Teen America for 2012.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you are a real champion.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So I'm a former Miss Teen America.
That is really cool. So I feel like very privileged right now. Do you get so you got like a crown and everything?
I have it. The whole
So you were Miss
sash,
Teen
crown,
America.
everything.
Do you have
any pictures?
Yep, I do.
What year?
2012 and 13.
You gotta show them pictures.
Yeah. So
We need
when
to take
I was-
pictures together. I need to. This is like Instagram status material. When do you meet Miss Teen USA? Like we actually met Miss Boca one year at IHOP. At IHOP.
You and your dad got a picture with
We
her.
did, because when are you gonna meet Miss Boca? Well,
Yeah.
today we actually met Miss Teen USA. and
Very pretty girl.
She did not disappoint. She was very charismatic, and gave them a tour. Hung out. They actually hung out for a while. Prime Nutrition is the only one that we did differently. We did Prime Nutrition. We did the old-fashioned way through distribution, which I fucking hate. And it's been the least successful out of all of them. It's been a success, but nothing like the other ones. So we've now effectively been pulling it back and kind of like restructuring the business model to do it the same way as the others. I went out and I got invested in all of these really great like female athletes. Now, if they all post at the same time, it covers like 5.5 million people.
Wow.
And it's like a shame to be doing that, and like distribution makes all the money instead of us. So
Right.
we're directing it all back towards the. And I will say we have a great relationship with bodybuilding.com. Love bodybuilding.com. We
More
make
Prime or Blackstone?
Prime. We make very good money with them. We like that situation, but everything else, I'm not a big fan of distribution.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Started out in a bedroom just like Blackstone and grew out of there, and so now we needed more space, and we're growing out of this room now too.
Hello. How we doing?
Ileana.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Celeste.
to meet you too.
How are
How are
you?
you?
Good to see you.
You too?
We saw. Oh, Opa. See, this is what happens. I like yell at people when they're fucking in my office.
We're
Step on shit and like.
we're getting out of here soon. So we have a beauty series coming out now. 3 products. They'll be in. This is the packaging. They fucked up a little bit on the label. I'm a little disappointed, but it's not the end of the world. The white was supposed to be shiny and everything else was supposed to be matte, and the whole thing is matte. But it still came out pretty
It still
cool.
looks nice,
So it's like
and
a-
it's smooth. It's
yeah.
nice.
Just give me like a
3 products. Liquid Cover Up, which is basically like, if you're familiar with Sally Hansen's airbrush legs, like it's to smooth out like veins, things like that, imperfections. And then we have the tan accelerator, which is you can either use it in the tanning bed, or you can use it, which is a very mild bronzer. It's a really good quality lotion.
Yeah.
And then the one that I'm most excited about, which is in a roll-on, is anti-cellulite cream, which we have the clinicals that show how good it really works.
A lot of women would love that.
Yeah, there's a lot of like bullshit products like that out now.
areas.
Yeah, and you roll it on. You don't have to worry about getting it on your hands because
Yeah.
the roll-on application, which is cool.
Because when you rub it, like if you don't clean your hands enough, you can get it on your face, your
Right,
eyes,
you
whatever,
don't-
and it burns.
yeah.
You know.
When somebody is on the website, we do this for live stuff. So somebody's on the website, they can live chat with people, so they can say, "Oh, I noticed that you're looking at angel dust. Let me tell you about it," and they can even offer discounts. They also can take incoming calls and teach people how to use the products the right way, how to incorporate it into their life the right way. They can offer specific discounts to everybody in the system, because anybody that orders from us, you have to enter your phone number into the system. And so we have a huge database, which obviously there's a lot of value to that.
Create a lot of clientele that way.
Her and Eric love our products, all of them. They actually posted a picture inside our store, Boca Nutrition, wearing Social Body stuff and using Blackstone Labs. So they're all in. We love it.
So while they were here, you were busy doing work. We had just had the contest, right?
Yes, so as you all know, we had this amazing Black Friday contest, and the winner was finally selected. She got the most votes on our website, Amanda, and her Instagram is Thug Life Fit Baby, something like that. She's awesome. She has a fantastic hiney, and we were trying to figure out the dates to get her down here. We're gonna have a talk with Amanda right now. She just texted me. She has a little bit of time right now. We can leave it this evening.
About what?
About when we're doing the trip.
About when we're doing the trip?
The winner of the contest.
Oh, can she come when we want her to come or no?
I don't know. So I emailed her last night and gave her my number and said to text me, and we would have like a call. So I haven't talked to her about any detail. Do you want me to just talk to her myself?
Yeah. If she can't come for that weekend, see when she can come, and then we'll have to see if there's some prices around for that.
Okay.
And we'll have to do with that.
Okay.
Or I'll do it if you want.
No, that's fine. I just thought you wanted to like have a call together, but it would make sense for me to figure out when she can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I already spoke to her the first night. I said for her to check with her boss of her availability and her schedule.
Okay, I'll find out. Unfortunately, she can't make it for the grand opening of Boca Nutrition, but she will be here by the first of the year, and we're gonna have an awesome time. She's gonna shoot with Justin Price.
It's a whole day to do whatever she wants.
She'll be in an episode of Beauty and Braun. It's gonna be fun.
It'll be a good experience, and she's very excited about it. It was really nice to hear the excitement in her voice. You guys got what you wanted. You didn't get much Genova last time, right? So everybody complained, and who showed up today but Jason Genova? And I don't really think you even need to explain it when Jason Genova comes in. He comes in, and good stuff always seems to happen.
I always get upset when I miss it. Like, he'll text me, because we text each other during the day, because I'm all the way in the back of the warehouse. And he's like, "Oh, Genova just left." And I'm like, damn it.
Back to the line. Geez, your glutes are even good. Very good. Back lat spread. Good. Awesome. Abs and thigh. Good. Relax. Really awesome. I mean, you're like, in certain areas, it looks like you're more separated even than from nationals. And you feel good, right?
Yeah, I feel really good. I've only gained 6 pounds.
Yeah, you look really good.
Since weigh-ins.
Yeah. Really,
Of muscle.
really solid everywhere. So.
Yeah, the only thing, just Ostepure, and I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, Ostepure is so good, man. It's a shame that we had to.
I know, I'm afraid.
I like Ostepure.
It's a great product.
It's a great
Women
product.
respond really, really well to it.
Yeah, that's all I use
It's a
last
shame that we had to stop.
And how about what you're doing now?
Jason, you know, are you aware of
No.
So Jason will have to tell you.
I am a fitness celebrity.
He is
Another one?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Celebrity.
I'm Greek. We hug and kiss on both sides. Come on.
So, Jason, tell her about your YouTube following.
It's massive.
But how many subscribers do you have?
30,000 about.
And how many views do you have?
20, like all together with the Misfits and everybody, like 30, 40 million total.
Yeah, there's like
Oh my god.
many million. He is.
Oh my gosh.
So the story of Jason Genova is many years ago. There was a bodybuilder from down here actually named Mark Alvisi, and he did some sort of a seminar or something. He was real popular, real handsome guy. He was with Gaspari, and I guess Jason was asking him questions at the
It became
seminar.
it made me famous.
And he didn't. He like. I guess Mark was like rude to him, and then so he went and made this video, basically like calling out Mark
Right,
Alvisi,
mocking him.
and it became viral, and it bothered Mark so much.
Talk about national embarrassment.
Yeah, it bothered Mark so much that he even talked about it like in Muscular Development magazine, and that made it even worse because it carried it even more. And so then he just kept doing more and more videos. And when we first came down here and started the company, we decided to sponsor Jason, and we did a bunch of really funny training videos with him. And he's not with Blackstone anymore, but he might as well be because he gets tons of free stuff. And we gave him money to pay for his show last time. And I feel like he's got a really good gig going. He's like swindling us for cash most of the time, but it works out.
Wait, you have the famous toe, don't you, huh?
Yeah, you cut that? You cut that?
The famous toe, yeah.
You cut that toenail, right?
I cut that toenail, it's gone.
Yeah, they're very like
I remember PJ posting.
bizarrely long toenail that he wasn't cutting for some reason. It really disturbed a lot of people.
Okay, now.
He met Miss Tina.
Yes, he got to meet Miss Tunis. He didn't seem to be very impressed. He wanted her to be impressed with him more than anything, really.
That's always the case.
But he was very concerned because he has a girlfriend now, and he wanted to know if he could bring her to this Star Wars event that I probably shouldn't put in this video because most of you that are local are going to want to come now. But long story short, we rented out a movie theater for the release of the new Star Wars, and we're bringing our guys to it. So you guys, we'll just let the Genova footage roll. Jason, like people at one point thought, this was hilarious the way that the world works, that we were using Jason for fame.
That's what some people think.
Yes, there are people that actually, Jason has this tremendous, like,
Overprotective following.
really intense, loyal following. Like
They love me a
every
lot.
single country that I've ever been to, people come up to me and ask me where Jason is.
Wow.
Where's Jason?
I'm like the
Sweden.
You're funny on YouTube, or what is it that you
No, I'm like the bodybuilding of Carrot Top.
The Carrot Top of
Love Carrot Top. I
bodybuilding.
met
actually
him.
really
I was in
fun.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
He wants it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the Carrot Top. I'm a funny bodybuilder. There's not too many of them. That's why it's really hard to pull that off.
Right.
It's like pushing the boundary between fitness and entertainment. It's really hard to mush that together. It's hard because people are so controversial about that.
Right. And they take it way too seriously.
Yeah, they do.
So there are people that really, really hate him, and then there are people that love him.
But
And so there was a lot of people that felt like, because part of the agreement with the sponsorship was that I was training him, I was trying to get him in good shape, which I believe now, unless you lived with Jason, would be impossible to get him in good shape because he is
Well, I got-
impressionable that somebody could be like, oh no, Jason, this is better, and then he'll just immediately start listening to that guy.
Unbelievable. I got the best shape I can get in my life on my own. That's really hard to
Well,
do.
that is.
That's hard to do. That's hard to do.
So I went, I took him grocery shopping.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had good memories.
And so.
Good memories. Good memories.
So eventually it got to the point where there's a lot of people that were like writing us letters and emails. They were like, it's bullshit that there are so many people that are trying really hard to make it in bodybuilding, and you guys are like giving this kid all this attention who doesn't even, take what you're saying, seriously.
Yeah, but they don't understand. I'm an entertainer.
Well, I know. I'm just explaining to them the other side of it. And then there was a big group of people that were also saying that we were exploiting him, which we were absolutely not.
No
if you're around
way.
us all
No
the
way.
time. So eventually we decided to part.
No, the main reason was you called me that one.
Well, our old part, we had a third partner that we eventually bought out, who was, just for lack of getting into describing it, a really bad person. And I'm not going to say what he said, but he aggressively did not want any involvement with Jason, and felt like he was bad for the company. And I was like, you just don't understand marketing.
Yeah.
And
Marketing.
he was like, why would anybody look at him and think that the products are, I'm like, you're just not understanding marketing.
Yeah,
So We actually finally got rid of that scumbag. And then I got rid of Genova, had to, because I had to concentrate on shooting a video for the Blackstone Labs gift card. So you guys will see that. And then we won't show too much of this, but we also had a meeting with the owner of Train Magazine. And the Train Magazine goes in all of the bodybuilding.com orders that go out, all the sports orders. So it's a very cool magazine, and we're looking forward to doing some sort of advertising with them. We met with Train, the owner of Train Magazines. This is cool. I like what they're doing. I'll explain why I like this magazine so much. So, Train Magazine has a relationship with bodybuilding.com, where I'm gonna probably give the wrong number now. I think it's either monthly or quarterly, and maybe monthly. It's a pretty impressive number. 200,000 of these go in bodybuilding.com boxes, like out to their customers, and that's why I like it so much, because you don't know who's buying, Flax, or we don't know who's buying those. So you pay for the advertisement, you don't really know who's looking at it, but I know that my products are sold on bodybuilding.com. I mean, my competitors are as well, but somebody could have bought a competitor's product and got this magazine for free and see my stuff in there, and I like that. I like that way of targeting
And
the
it's
marketing.
nice they have women and men.
Yeah, it's a flip, so they have the women's side.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you flip it over, and they do the men's side. And it's a really good looking magazine too. And there's just tons of B-roll footage in this one. I will let Mike decide what he wants to keep. But in the middle of the B-roll footage, you will see that we got a quick call of good news. Milk Specialties is doing our protein this week. We've been out of chocolate for a while, and we are kind of low on the totem pole with them. But we should have chocolate protein by the end of next week.
Yay, that's fast.
Very, very fast.
Might actually have to put this jacket on.
Money Mitch?
Nope.
So Mitch is becoming known for his little cameos in the reality shows lately.
Oh, he comes in randomly?
Comes in randomly.
You won't believe what happened. Crystal Newton from Milk Specialties just emailed me and said that they found the spot and they're doing our products today.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Chocolate and vanilla. So
when will it be done then?
So it'll be shipped by the end of the week.
Holy shit. Before I took the children, the FAU students, Eric and Ileana, call them children, I feel so old now. Before I took them around, hooked them up with everything, I actually took them for a ride in my Celeste, each one of them. I wanted to show them.
But first, tell
Some speed.
everyone what you always ask people when you meet them.
Mike actually pointed out that I have a line that I say, I didn't realize this, to everybody that gets in my car for the first time.
No more pickup lines because he's married, so this is what he
No,
does.
I look at them and I say, so, do you like fast cars? Don't realize that I'm saying it, but hey, you might get somebody that says no, and then, in which case, this wouldn't be the ride for you.
Sometimes he's like, do you like to go fast?
I have the full, most complete WiseTech overhaul, and then because there's so much power, I had to get custom 80-to-1 tires for it. And then just to finish it off, just because I felt like I did so much under the hood, like I wanted it to look a little more badass, I had this carbon fiber wing made for it. So I've been driving fast cars for a few years. So before I decided that I wanted to do this, because this car's a fast car anyway, I wanted to make sure, the guy that did it for me, my mechanic, is it really going to be that fast? And he was like, dude, it's going to be really fast. Because I drive a Ferrari every day. So, and he's like, dude, it'll be faster than your F12. And the first day that I drove this, I just had the biggest smile on my face. And I barely drive any of the other cars now because I like driving this so much. This, we want to bring it to NASA so we can see what it can do. Okay. But he says it'll definitely do 220. I like to go fast like Ricky Bobby. And anyway, the whole reason that they were there was to talk about organizing a demo program, which is Salvina's territory. Salvina has becoming more famous for her boobs, but she's actually she's actually brilliant. And I think that she is really overqualified for probably every job at the company, but instead she has the job that requires the most organization, which is the demo program.
Hi, Ileana.
And
how are you?
She is a former Miss Teen USA, which is good enough right there, right? And then he knows everybody at the school, and so they want to do something, organize some sort of demo.
Yeah, I mean,
something at the school.
we'll figure something out. We're gonna get like everyone from FAU because I'm always getting asked questions. Like I wear Blackstone Labs clothes pretty much all the time, or Celeste, or the Prime Edition, something like that, all the time at FAU. Whatever I'm wearing, I'm always asked, "What is this? How do I get it?" Because I have a code from them too, but like I want to do something bigger to get like everybody. And I'm always bringing people to Vocal Nutrition, so I like really want to like get something like what?
You said you got me.
Oh yeah. So I mean, like I just want to like really like get Blackstone Lab Prime Nutrition, you know. And all the clothing and everything really like with FAU, like just no, I mean nothing against like Nutrition and all, but I want to really just like bring everything like, you know, to them.
Okay, so here's how it works. Talk to me about it.
Yeah.
I give you a welcome packet. We go over all of the products so that when you actually are doing a demo or an event, you can speak from a place of knowledge. I give you all of the products. I expect you to actually try all of the products and all of the flavors, so that it could be your own unique experience.
Correct.
And then we work on an event schedule with you, whether it be paid by hour or by demo. And we usually do it a month in advance, so you always know, and you'll fit into my budget. And I'm a real hard ass about the paperwork. You have to be a well-rounded demo rep. I have little soldiers around the country.
Tons.
I agree. It should be.
Yes, I have now over 150. And
Wow. And then we actually, this is all happening during a condensed amount of time. I had to get a lot of important stuff
So
done.
many people there today, as usual.
It was a crazy, crazy day. So we try to do the videos more on the crazier days and keep the boring stuff off camera. So from there, really, we just kind of we'll cut it to the gym.
And then Money Mitch showed up.
Money Mitch.
Come on.
I heard no, I was good.
There it is. You just gotta say it for a long enough time until it does it.
I did it earlier. I was
And I
shaking
missed
somebody.
it. But you didn't do it to the Money Mitch song.
I did not do it to the Money Mitch.
Mitch, come on, you might get a spin-off.
I didn't know that there was
You might get a spin-up.
You're gonna get a spin-off. Keep doing it.
a day in the life, Money Mitch. How to make money with Mitch.
Wait till I get my money right.
But really, it just turns into like learn how to dance like Mitch.
Yeah, it's really not how to make money, it's just how to dance. But, I mean, you can make money for dancing. That's definitely a career choice that I know some people have made.
Money Mitch, money.
We're proud of him. He's been working out for a week straight now.
He's been sticking to it, and he's like, we see him there every day. And the thing about Mitch is like, he's not somebody that's like been going to the gym his whole life. He just started working out. And what's cool is like he doesn't get intimidated by not knowing a lot. He just like asks questions, which is what you're supposed to do, and not be afraid to do stuff or not know what you're doing. He just goes and like he's asked PJ, he's asked me, and he's there every time. So
And I actually have to write a program for him tonight. So
we're proud of Mitch.
Let's wrap this up because of that, so I can get some more work done. Mitch, we're proud of you. Eric,
Money Mitch.
we miss you. Everybody else, thank you for watching all the time. We're gonna keep on doing them. We will be in Houston this weekend for the NPC show.
Yay.
And this video will be out before then.
Flying
So,
for a one-dayer.
yeah. All right, so for my beautiful wife Celeste, I am TJ Braun. Peace out, bye.
Money, Jen. Money, Jen. Money, Jen.